What's happening, Fable Squad? Right, man, I'm back at you with another April G Showers video. It stops where it starts by April G Showers. I thought to do this one as well because of what's going on at the moment, just so I can hear somebody else's perspective on this. I must be honest, I'm not going to say too much about this after I've already addressed everything that I want to address on my laid-back reaction, blackout. So I tend to hate mincing water and whatever else. I just think people need to, have their say and then move forward with stuff. So this is the last video I will be doing about this current situation. I just want to hear April G's opinions and April G's thoughts on it. If you want to see my thoughts, you can go and watch Blackout, which was Laidback's reaction. So, right guys, let's get into it, man. April G Shower, it stops where it starts. Let's go.
What up, YouTube fam? It's April G Showers back at y'all with something I have written that I am going to rap, because last night I was in King Blitz's live, just like he's live right now. I was in
just for all of you who don't know, April G Showers is a reactor as well. She's in the States. She writes her own work and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm putting the link down in the description and you can go and take a look. She does poetry, she writes and sings raps, or she's getting into it. Yeah, go support her, go give her a shout out down in the description.
King Blitz is live. He's a dear friend of mine. My brother, love him. And he reacted to my Cypher 3 remix, which was awesome. I've got it uploaded if y'all hadn't seen it anyway. And he said he would be interested to hear me write and rap my perspective on what's going on right now in our country and everything. So I did just that. And I am not a rapper. I am not an artist. So it's about the message, it's about the lyrics, it's about the writing.
Just because you're not a rapper in the official form doesn't mean you're an artist. You do poetry. Give yourself some credit, April.
This is for you, Blitz. This is for everybody. I mean, I think it's a message everybody needs to hear. And it came straight from my soul, my heart. And this is very hard for me. So anyway, it's called It Stops Where It Starts. April G Squad, fist bump. Love y'all. Let's get it.
Okay, it's cool that you're putting a beat to this. Like the last time I also said, I'll put a beat to it. Okay, cool, let's go.
Hello, my name is April, a white woman in the USA, raised in the Bible Belt in the city of the KKK. Was taught from an early age, stick to your own kind. Didn't know any better, it was ingrained in my mind. I heard the N-word a lot, it never felt right. If I tried to speak up, it just started a fight. Went to a small country school in a small country town filled with mostly white faces, just a couple black and brown. My big brother bought me a tape, my first time hearing hip-hop. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, next up was Tupac. Always been about lyrics, always listened to what it said. More hip-hop I heard, I saw the same message being spread. I see no changes, wake up in the morning and ask myself.
That is one thing. I mean, the guys that she mentioned over there, Snoop Dogg, Biggie, and those guys, those were OGs, man. That's what real hip-hop's about, man. That's the true form of hip-hop, is the lyricism. It's the poetry. It's actually having a message. We kind of lost that along the way today with the new generation. Let's go, man.
Is life worth living? Should I blast myself? Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull the trigger, kill somebody, he's a hero. Is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do? Cause there ain't enough bars to hold the drama we've been through. To all the teachers that told me I'd never amount to nothing. to all the people that lived above the buildings where I was hustling. Yeah, we should protect our Second Amendment rights, cause any second a dirty cop could kick our door in tonight. Those are just a few strong verses that I heard from the early 90s to now. I've remembered every word. I started really thinking back when I was a teen. What exactly is it that makes them different than me? They
see, like I said in my previous reactions, that this is very real for a lot of people, right? And it's also, I think it's important to also note, which I didn't do in my last video, was that it's not all cops, right? I'm seeing a lot of things in America of cops that are standing in solidarity, cops that are not dirty. I think this is more a situation of just good versus evil at the moment, you know what I mean? So we can't put all the cops in the same category. I mean, a 77-year-old captain, I don't know where he was from. He was also a cop, a retired cop, got shot protecting a pawn shop. Now that, for me, you kind of like, if that is the extent that you are going to go to prove a point, you're counteracting everything that you're fighting for. You can't go around and now kill people because, you know, two rights don't make a wrong at the end, or two wrongs don't make a right. And I just felt that situation over there really irritated me as well, because what are you doing? What are you doing just to prove a point? And I know it's not everyone. I know that the majority of the protesters are peaceful, but if you are using this whole situation, right, just so that, you know, you can for opportunity, because you wanted to steal something from a pawn shop, and people were recording this man. Nobody was helping this man while he was dying. And I just feel society and everyone in society, it doesn't matter what race, right, has literally completely far off the fucking bandwagon to actually allow and see something like that. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, anyway, like I said, I don't want to get into this, but anyway.
Have a brain in their head, they have a beating heart, they are kind and caring too. How did this all start? I started paying close attention, trying to find the comparison. Only difference that I found was their skin had more melanin. Surely that can't be all. After Lincoln, Martin, and X, after Pop, Biggie, Eazy-E, and they're still being oppressed. How in the hell is it okay? Marching white supremacists, KKK, spreading hate, been trying to make sense of this. I remember clearly, it was 1991. Watched cops beat Rodney King right there on my television. At 11, knew that was wrong, never did admit it. Pain and anger inside me grew when I saw those cops get acquitted. Moving on, I'm in high school, got a system bumping in my car. No limit and cash money, yeah, I thought I was so hard. One night my friends and I were riding around on back roads, laughing, rapping, smoking, yeah, we was getting blow. Then we heard the sirens, behind us the blue lights. I was trying to pull over as they put the weed out of sight. The cop walked up to my window, I was the one driving. He held up his flashlight, said, "Can I see your license?" I handed him my license, shaking, never been pulled over. I prayed, then turned around and looked over my shoulder. My two friends in the back had their arms held straight out, with their hands up. I wonder, what is that all about? The cop came back to my car after checking my license out. Next thing I knew, I heard, "Get out and get down on the ground." I had no idea what was happening, scared my life was about to end. The cop never messed with me, he kept yelling at my friends.
Now I agree, like the police getting heavy with people, right, is completely out of order, right? I will never ever condone the fact that police get so heavy and so brutal with people and whatever else. But I also don't want there to create a sort of ideal that it's still okay to commit crimes and to not be brought, not be brought to term for those sort of things. You know what I mean? You can't just commit crimes as well. And it's not to say that these situations are that they are committing crimes, but I'm saying that you can't now commit crimes and then say, "Oh no, look at what the police is doing. If they obviously, if they're being hard and they're using excessive force, absolutely, no one should lose their life for petty crimes. Absolutely not. The only time that I believe that anybody should lose their life is if they've murdered somebody, or if they've raped somebody, or if they've molested a child. Take that life instantaneously. But for petty crimes, nobody should lose their life, right? But if you are committing crimes and the police do say get out, get on the ground, and whatever else, but they do it in a decent manner, that's fine, because you can't also lose law enforcement. You know what I mean? So that's also something we need to really teeter very, very, very carefully on that. On that is that no, don't go and be excessive, but also we can't just say, oh well, you know, we can allow small crimes to just go by the wayside, you know, because there's a movement we're fighting for. You know what I mean? The movement is that everybody's treated equal, and if small crimes are committed across the board, black or white, that it gets treated equally. It's not like a black person gets brutalized and a white person sort of gets away with it. That's completely dead wrong, right? But on both sides of the spectrum, black and white, a crime is a crime, and a crime should still hold its full heavy weight of the law for whatever it is. Of course, like I said, no one should lose their life for a petty crime. Never could I say that. But yeah, that's.
He searched all of them, but he never touched me. And that was when I really, truly began to see. He ended up letting us go. Told me, watch who I hang around. I started to argue. My friend whispered, don't make a sound. So we left, sparked up a blunt. I said, can I ask a question? What the hell was that about? They said, but an African American. I got so angry and disgusted. Tears streamed down my face. I had just witnessed what it's like to be another race. Here we are in 2020, 2 decades later, and we're still seeing the same shit when we read the paper. I feel so lost and helpless, wish there was something I could do. Never thought I'd be ashamed of the red, white, and blue. I lost both of my brothers, yeah, both my siblings died. The grief is unbearable, but on God I have relied. So I have not used that word, saying brother is hard to me. But now I say it with gratitude when I refer to my brother Koofy. Not gonna say I don't see color, that would be a lie. I see it, hear it, respect it, please know I'm on your side. So yes, my brother's black, and I could not be prouder. And if anyone's got a problem with it, I'll just say it louder. Now I'm an adult with my own views and beliefs, and I totally understand why they're protesting in the streets. You don't have to like this or agree, you don't have to think I'm right, but we all know good and well it'd be a lot different if Floyd was white. My dear friend and other brother Blitz said he'd like to hear my perspective, wanted me to write and rap, so I prayed and my thoughts I collected. I was afraid to write about this, afraid to say how I feel, for fear of people taking it wrong and thinking I'm not being real. My friends Shar and Maria encouraged me to go ahead. I'm just writing how I feel, and I mean every word I've said. No, I could never relate, and I'm not even gonna try. Please just know I love you all. When y'all cry, so do I. I have a 12-year-old son, teaching him to have a different heart. Love and treat others equally. It stops where it starts. Okay.
Well done, man. Well done. That was very, very good.
How did I do?
You did great.
My heart is racing, y'all. I got into it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You did
It's
very
emotional.
well.
Man, I hope y'all like that.
So yeah, so guys, go down. I'll put the link down in the description. You can obviously watch this video without me commentating on it. But yeah, so I've already said what I've had to say in 2 videos now, and I think I'm gonna drop this over here. I don't want to actually go talk about this anymore. I do think that there is currently a problem that America needs to deal with. I do think that America is divided, and it's just good people versus evil people. And even though we're fighting for a cause and we're fighting for a movement that I stand fully behind, it makes no sense to go and destroy the property and the lives of good people, right? Black and white people. Businesses are burning down and that kind of thing for a cause, because that just, it sort of nullifies the cause when you start doing that. And obviously it's not everyone. I know that there are peaceful protests and police are being heavy with peaceful protesters, which is wrong, completely wrong. I understand that. I just think that it's a movement that is absolutely worth fighting for and should be fought for. But it needs to be done in a way that brothers and sisters don't get, our fellow brothers and sisters don't get affected, because they never cut you. And it's not fair to bleed on them. So that's what I didn't say in my last video, and that's what I'll say in this one, and I'll leave it there. I love you all. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Peace.